Let me show you why sending personalized cold emails can do the trick when it comes to reaching out to people that don't know you. So over here, I might have a typical scenario in make.com that you might have. So I'm watching new rows in Google Sheets. I'm then having ChatGPT create something personalized. And then I want to update a row. But just to keep things simple, I'm going to create two scenarios. And one will be if we were to send a generic cold email. So we just have ChatGPT and we will then update it to a Google Sheet. Even simpler, let me just do it this way. So I'm going to delete this and I'm going to delete this. So this will be just a simple prompt. So let's say that we have a prospect called John and we want to send John an email, write an email to John, a busy CEO, asking him if he would like to get some AI and automation done for his business. And I feel that most people send this type of emails. So, dear John, I hope this email finds you well. I understand that as a busy CEO, your time and resources are incredibly valuable. That's why I wanted to reach out to you with an opportunity to optimize and streamline your operations. So it's just about me, just about me. I can share. So very, very generic email. But what if we knew something about John? So let's say that we knew that John, so I have the name, John. We knew that John is a CEO. We know that his company is called John's Business. We know that the industry is healthcare. So it's called as John's Health Business. We know that he's been in the job for 10 years. We know that his main problem is lack of time. And let's say that we also know that John is passionate about dogs, motorcycles, and traveling. So now we're going to send pretty much the same email, but we're going to include this information into ChatGPT. So write an email to John, a business CEO, asking if he would like to get some AI and automation done for his business. Include this information that we know about, and we're going to replace John with the name. So John, a busy position, and we're going to say information is the following. So we have the company, the industry, we have the years in job, we have the main problem, and we have the passionate about. I'm going to say company, industry, years in job, main problem, and passionate about. And I'm also going to say keep the email at an FK level 4. Use short sentences. So I'm just going to do this and we're going to see what the result now is. Hey John, I hope you're well. I know you're busy leading John's health business, especially after 10 years in this role. Running things in the healthcare industry must take up a lot of time. I work with businesses like yours to use AI and automation to save time and reduce stress. With the right systems, you would focus more on what you love. Maybe even squeeze in more time for your dogs, motorcycles, or traveling. Would you like to chat about how this could work for your business? Let me know a time that suits you. So it's not perfect, but it's head and shoulders above the other type of email. So if you'd like to get an overview of how to craft these types of emails so you get higher responses and more opens and people starting conversations with you, this is the video to watch. Most people think that sending cold emails suck. I've sent thousands of cold emails and using AI, I've achieved open rates of over 60% in some campaigns, which applies in the 4 to 6%. By the end of this video, I want to show you how to use AI to create cold emails that grab people's attention and get the responses that you want, no matter your industry. And this doesn't just apply to cold emails. I mean, in fact, if you can make cold emails work for you, warm emails become a piece of cake. So in this video, we'll cover how to, number one, how to personalize subject lines, number two, how to optimize email structures, and how to use AI tools to make all of this effortless. So let's start by speaking about the problem with traditional emails. So most people think that mass emails is just a numbers game. You just blast enough and you hope for the best. In fact, I used to think the same thing. I once sent a generic email campaign of around 5,000 emails and got 2 replies. And I thought that was the end of it all. But then I guess, got a bit smart and I used AI to personalize my emails at scale and rewrite the next batch that I was going to send. And the results were quite different. The thing is that traditional emails fail if you are sending them with lack of personalization, with lack of personalized subject lines, if you have weak call to actions. What makes an email stand out are these things. Number one, it needs to be relevant. Number two, it needs to be personalized. Number three, it needs to be clear. If you have those 3 things, then your emails will get the results you want. I mean, think about your email inbox like a crowded room, right? The loudest voices don't get attention, but the most relevant ones do. And that is what a personalized cold email campaign or cold or whatever warm emails can do for you. So let's make this a bit more conceptual. What you want to do, if I switch over to my screen here, is in make.com, which is my favorite no-code automation platform, is connect a few modules together. And in this video, I'm just going to give you the overview. So let's say that you have Google Sheets where you have all your data. And you want that as soon as you add in your row, this automation starts. Then what you might want to do is ensure that you run this through an OpenAI completion prompt where you're able to pass along the information you have about the person and then personalize the email that you sent out. Which means that once this is complete, so let's just choose a model here, not the audio one though. And like that, you're then able to pass along the information from the sheet. After that, what you might want to do is obviously have the prompt and so on and so forth. And then you might want to update the row in a Google Sheet based on the row that you've just read. Once you've done this, you then have a personalized email that you can send the right person that is specific to them. So that is how I would kind of build out that scenario. Now, let's speak about specific AI tools that you can use to personalize, because most people believe that this type of personalization takes a long time and isn't scalable. And to be fair, until I found tools like make.com, this is what I used to think. But once you discover these AI tools, you'll know that these can handle the things you need to do in seconds. In addition to using something like make.com, you can also use tools that give you more insights about a person. So if you've never come across Phantom Buster, this is an excellent tool in this regards, because you go to solutions and LinkedIn, you have all the information that you might want, or you will get all the information that you might want about any person on LinkedIn. So you can scrape leads from LinkedIn posts, you can connect and send follow-up messages, which potentially might not be just for this automation, connect with profiles. So you can also combine sending emails and sending LinkedIn messages at the same time, or one day after another, which means that you're kind of hitting someone from 2 different points. Again, the aim is to have something that is personalized. If we look at all the phantoms and flows, there's also things like LinkedIn Search Export, LinkedIn Search to Lead Connection, Profile Scraper, which can be a great way to scrape all the information about a prospect and then use it to create this personalization that I was just speaking about. So it's not just about using ChatGPT to draft personalized opening lines or personalized emails. You can use all this information from a tool like Phantom Buster to really dial in and get personalized with the email that you are creating. But personalization is just the start, because you also need to craft or come up with personalized subject lines. If you have a great email but a bad subject line, people will not open your email. So all this work will have gone down the drain. Creating subject lines is not about being catchy. Instead, it's about creating subject lines that feel personal, and sometimes simpler wins. So using AI, you can really test out what type of subject lines work best with your industry. For example, in some cases, curiosity-driven subject lines work great. In other cases, you might go for something that is more emotional. This is where A/B testing really comes in. And when you're using tools like Instantly, for example, if you're sending cold emails at scale, it's easy to do these types of tests. So think about emotional triggers, power words. This is like, in a way, your movie trailer, right? It is aimed to tease you enough without spoiling the whole plot. So this is where we kind of tie everything together and come up with the perfect email structure. So let's speak about first the old way of doing things. People believe that being short, being direct, that there's no need for storytelling in these cold emails. However, once I sent a short direct email and the campaign was based around this email, that campaign flopped. I then went a step ahead and I added a quick story that the people reading that email could really identify with, and that got triple the replies. So the point is that it's all about testing. If you have a personalized subject line, you are clear on why you are contacting these people, you have a story that they can relate to, and all the email feels like it was sent specifically to them, that is where you win. So the whole point is that AI tools can really help with creating structured emails. It's not about just sending email and spraying and praying. It's about thinking about it from a point of view of you're sending an email to a friend that just doesn't know you yet. So that could be a good frame to keep in mind in terms of how to think about this. And using tools like make.com to personalize your emails, tools like Phantom Buster to get all the data you want from the social platform, and then using it in something like make.com. It's all about creating this personalized experience for your prospect. Using AI, you can create both magnetic subject lines, you can create great emails that get opened and get read, and most importantly, these are the emails that people will respond to, whether you want to get them to book a call, to check out your site, whatever it might be. These are the steps that you need to solve for. And sometimes starting from the end and thinking about what needs to happen before people get to that thing you want them to do will help you kind of move back and plan out all the steps that need to happen. And using AI and automation can really help with that. So if that makes sense, I encourage you to check out make.com, to check out tools like Phantom Buster, and really dial in the emails that you send. So it's not just about sending as many emails as possible, but about being direct and personalizing your emails at scale. And one thing to remember is that if you make cold emails work, then your warm emails, even if you are automating your responses, are a much easier task to accomplish, to get the responses that you're after. So my question to you is, what is your biggest struggle when sending cold emails? Comment it below, and I'm happy to personally help you get over that obstacle. At the end of the day, remember, it's not just about writing emails, it's about starting conversations. And when you keep that in mind, I think you'll get far. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss future videos, and check out the link in the description for more information on how I can help you with your AI and automation business. I'll speak to you in the next video.